My favorite memory from the holiday surrounds spending time with my family. Growing up, my grandparents owned a Christmas tree farm, and so my memories of working at the Christmas tree farm are some of the best memories I have. We helped families find their perfect Christmas tree, hot chocolate, and the ornaments to decorate the tree. And there was hay rides, all sorts of family fun. And so my favorite memories are of helping other people find their Christmas magic and the holiday spirit around this time of year.
On behalf of the Dean of Students Office, I want to take this time to wish you a safe and joyous happy holidays. In shedding light on the holiday spirit, I want to share with you one of my most fondest holiday memories, and that is spending quality time with family and friends. And while we're spending quality time with each other, there's nonstop laughter, there's us sharing our highlights of our year, and caroling, which is actually my favorite thing to do. And it's funny because every time we're caroling, I like to take the high notes, and my family and my friends give me the side eye like, Dre, that's not your note. You cannot sing that note. But I'm like, I really want to sing that note, even though I know I can't sing. But yeah, on behalf of the Dean of Students Office, happy holidays. Stay safe.
Hi, I'm Nikki Gottleib in Student Leadership and Civic Engagement. One of my favorite traditions around the holidays is just the fact that my family celebrates Hanukkah. I have a Jewish dad and an Irish Catholic mom, and so we grew up celebrating both holidays, and that's something that I've continued and plan to pass on to my young kids that I have. And so for Hanukkah, for me, kind of the standout memories are just the smell of the candles when they go out at the end of each night. I think that smell always brings me back to this time of year, and it's just kind of one of my favorite smells in the world. And then also, I love that my parents forced us all to kiss each other on the cheek. Every time we would recite the prayer and light the candles, we would have to go around and say Happy Hanukkah and kiss each other on the cheek. And when I was a teenager or younger, it was kind of the worst part of the tradition. And now that I'm older, I really love that we've kind of stuck that out. And I plan to pass that on to my kids as well. So happy holidays, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful new year.
Our favorite holiday memory is the first time that our little guy made it to this world, which was 5 years ago. It was the happiest day of our lives. It was happy not only because he came to this world, but also we were able to meet and greet with extended family, which unfortunately this year, due to circumstances, we won't be able to achieve. But nonetheless, although we'll only be a small family of 3, we wish you all a happy holiday and a happy new year. Thank you.
One of my favorite Christmas memories is when I worked in the Vice Chancellor's Office for Student Affairs. And my supervisor told the office that the office would be open half day on Christmas Eve. I was not happy because this was the day I wrapped my kids' gifts and I finished some last minute shopping. So early that morning, I decided to pack up all my gifts, wrapping paper, bows, and take it all to work. I unloaded about 3 bags of toys in the conference room and turned on some Christmas music. And I remember my supervisor laughing at the fact that I did this. But we spent most of the morning reminiscing about our childhood Christmases, and I actually really enjoyed the day. So just remember, when things aren't going as planned, you can always turn lemons into lemonade. Wishing all of you a happy, healthy, and safe holiday season.
My fondest memories of Christmas has got to been my first Christmas ever away from home. I was stranded, couldn't get home in time, and what was remarkable about it was the fact that thrown in the company of strangers and interacting with them and sharing a meal, talking, laughing, singing, just listening to them, showed me that just giving of yourself and letting people in. And before you know it, a week had gone by, and by the time we got out, friendships were forged, and to this day, we're still in touch. I would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
And my favorite holiday memory is something that happens every year around holiday season, no matter what date it is. We have the Campbell Super Bowl when all of my cousins get together and we play a game of backyard football. And it has gone from tackle to two-hand touch over the years as we've all gotten a little bit older. And it was postponed in 2020, of course. However, I am excited someday to get back to playing backyard football with all of my cousins around the holidays because that is a tradition that means so much to me. I hope you all are getting through holiday season the best you can. Enjoy your winter break and let's get going in 2021.
My Christmas memory is of when I was 12 years old. We traveled to Mexico to surprise my abuela for Christmas. At the time, my abuela was selling paletas and homemade dulces from her home. When we arrived, my brother and I ran to her front door and asked for paletas. Queremos paletas. When my abuela came to the screen door, she stared at us for a moment. We could tell she recognized us but could not place us. After all, this was only the second time we had ever seen her. As she was handing the paletas, my father began to walk up. When my abuela realized what was happening, she pulled us in for a hug. Tears ran down her face, and her body was shaking. Remembering the love she showed us at that moment is something I have always kept close to me. And that is my memory. Happy holidays.
Happiest of holidays to everyone in Student Affairs. I wish you a safe and healthy holiday season. My favorite tradition growing up was getting these painted houses from my dad. He'd give one to myself and my sisters and my mom with a little inscription and the year on it, and he's continued to do this year after year for many years. I've got probably 10 to 15 houses sitting underneath our Christmas tree here. But one of the funnier things that happened is that one year he gave me this little unique figure that has a dog, a son, and a dad carrying a Christmas tree, which we thought was just super cute. And my mom accidentally dropped it and shattered the dad's head clean off the front of this figure. And I've left it broken all these years. My mom is so embarrassed, and there was no malicious intent, but I think it's super funny. So every year we set up the little village, there's the little headless dad carrying the Christmas tree with his son. So it brings a little joy to our home, and I hope you have a lot of joy this holiday season, and I can't wait to see you all in the new year.
Hello colleagues, my name is Sarah Khazoum. I'm a doctoral intern at the Counseling Center in my second year of training at UIC. And when I think of holiday traditions, the first thing that comes to mind is this game that my parents created. Out of a mistake, my mom forgot a present that she had wrapped up for us when we were children. And so rather than just let it go, they created a family tradition out of it. So now as adults, we shake these sleigh bells that we hang on our front door, and we walk in a circle 3 times around and say, I believe in the magic of Christmas. I believe in the magic of Christmas. I believe in the magic of Christmas. And then we search the house for the bonus gift that exists. All because one year there was a gift left in my mom's closet. But it's one of my fondest memories of the holidays. And so I'm wishing you all a happy, safe, connected holiday, whatever that looks like for you.
Today I want to share with you a Christmas memory of mine. When I was younger, we lived over my grandmother's house during Christmas break. We got to decorate the tree. So we would use popcorn as garland, and we used a needle and some thread, and we would string it up and go around the tree. Well, we would use as much popcorn as we could so that we could munch on it all throughout the Christmas break without my grandmother knowing. Then we would take popcorn and make Christmas bulbs made out of popcorn. They call them popcorn balls now, but back then they were just bulbs to us. And we loved to do it because we would sneak and eat them, and my grandmother act like she didn't know. And all we knew was that it was a very sweet Christmas.
A memorable moment for me was when my 82-year-old Uncle Sam and Tina drove in the snow all the way from Rockford just to have dinner with me on Christmas 2017. It was the first time that he had actually come to my house and had my cooking, to which he said was quite tasty, if you will. That was the day that my cousin Carl flew in from Texas, and it was about the only time since the passing of my grandmother back in 2007 that the whole family kind of got together under one roof just to fellowship. So it was so much fun. After dinner, we went downstairs and we did karaoke, and he sang a duet with my two aunts singing Weekend Love. And it was the most hilarious thing you could ever find. And I laughed so hard. It was the most that I have ever laughed in a long time. So everyone should have an Uncle Sam in their life. He is the absolute greatest, and I hope that that will not be the last Christmas that we get to spend together.